Start it up. Start up the podcast. Start it up. Start up the podcast. Start it up. Start up the podcast.
Welcome to the good, the bad, and the bloody. I'm Derek Brown.
I'm Cody Benton.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know why I say my name weird every time. I think I gave myself whiplash doing that, actually. I was shaking my head so violently.
You gave yourself a critically acclaimed jazz movie?
How have I not seen that movie? Wait, it's about jazz?
Yeah. Jazz drumming.
Oh, I know it's about a drummer. I didn't know that it's about... Do you have that movie?
I own it.
Oh, I own it!
Oh, yeah, dude.
What a rush.
I saw it once in the theater, and then a week later saw it at your Walmart, and went, I'm buying that.
Well, let's not call it my Walmart, because I'm getting real sick of that place. Everyone cool is leaving. Everyone that was my friend is leaving. Now that the only people there are, like, estranged old ladies, and, like, I'm not even sure anymore.
And that's just the customers.
It is, because I work in garden center. All I talk to are old women all day. And it's nice because there's never, like, an old lady that's mad buying flowers. You know, no. That's impossible. Just like, is this a goddamn perennial or an annual? And I'm like, geez, I don't know. I had one lady, though, asking about, like, clovers. She's like, do you sell clovers for, like, St. Patrick's Day? And I was like, lady, that's a weed. We don't sell weeds here.
Like, as much as people would like it if you sold weeds.
I had this one kid that wanted we sell a salvia plant. It's not the kind that you can make into the drug, right? Mm-hmm. But this kid bred it because he was walking around just fucking around. He's like, dude, is this actually salvia? And I'm like, well, yeah, it is actually salvia. And he's like, awesome. And he just buys it.
That's awesome.
I know. That's what I said.
He probably went home and he's just like, it's not working at all.
Probably smoked it, found out he had like a sage allergy, died.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
What?
There's not enough time. Oh, Jesus.
That's not what kind of show we're running. Anyway, everyone, gosh, it feels like it's been a long time since we've done this for some reason. Is that just me?
Even though it was only Tuesday.
I know, like, we had that special episode. By the way, you're welcome. 2 episodes, 1 week, double whammy.
God, I didn't think we could do it.
I didn't think I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
My stomach didn't like it the next day. My work didn't appreciate it the next day.
Yeah.
I took a nap at work. That's not the place to do that.
That always makes me feel bad when I make you stay up to do the podcast.
It's all good.
But someone's got to do it. I was telling John about that, and he's like, I could be your second man. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about, John?
Whoa. He does not have access to a premier horror library like I do.
It's stupid, too, because he's like, I know a lot about movies. I watch everything but horror. And I'm like...
Is this while I was totally out of it?
No, this was like today. I was talking to him. And I grabbed John, and I was like, John, all we watch is horror. That's like saying, like, don't worry, I got this. I can pilot the Titanic. I know everything about airplanes. I'm an expert.
And then he sees the iceberg. What the fuck is that?
What is that? It's like a ground cloud. Where's the pitch and angle on this boat?
Man, this thing's like solid cloud.
We'll just push right through it. Don't worry.
Sweet God.
Was that our first Titanic joke? No, I think I've said, like, Rose or, like, Jack before. I must have.
But they've all sank on impact.
Wow, that was an even worse Titanic joke. Oh, you think you're so fucking funny.
No, I think your reaction's funny.
I don't know, I feel so weird today, you know?
Whoops. I have to turn that down. Why did I go up? Please help me.
I don't know, Derek. Anyway, but I feel like the Leprechaun was one of our best episodes. For some really weird reason, we were really focused. Not on the movie, but we just kept talking.
We were focused on what we were talking about.
Yeah, there was like no moment where like we didn't shut up. Maybe that's because we're drunk and like, you know, something about that movie made us want to scream.
Because it was fucking terrible.
It was. But yeah, I don't know. Even the scenes I thought were really funny, upon reflection, they're not really funny. But
I've seen enough worse movies to make it a 3.
Exactly. So anyway, Derek, why don't we start by, how about you tell us what you've been up to?
Well, when I kind of teased last week about something happening that I was counting down to a countdown, somebody came to town, and I went over and hung out with them for an hour.
Is this person going to be on the show?
Crossing my fingers. Maybe.
That'd be interesting.
I asked once, and they were like, I don't know.
Unsure about it? Well,
I can't really talk about movies like you guys do.
We don't even talk about movies. We hardly talk about the movie. We suck. God, we suck.
No, Cody. I'm the one who sucks!
Exactly. Let's just both agree that we were terrible.
I say mediocre at worst.
Yeah. If anything, a fresh face always brings, like, some new energy to the table, you know? And I don't know if it's because I'm a little tired and you're a little tired, but today I'm just not really feeling it. This movie bummed me out, though. It's probably this movie.
Oh, no.
It was interesting.
I was just tired.
You've seen it before. I don't know. You said it was all right. What do you think now after watching it again? Would you probably say the same thing?
I'd say the same thing.
Well,
it's all right.
Let's get into that. Let's get into why you feel that way. Why do you feel these feelings?
Well, I think I'm feeling it a little less just because I'm so worn out from earlier today.
Yeah, you had a busy day.
It emotionally drained my positivity.
Do you know what?
In a good way.
Let me tell you what I did. I, literally woke up 2 p.m. like I usually do.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I'm terrible, like I said. But my schedule's like that, so I'm used to waking up, past noon, which is really not good. Oh, my God. And then I went to go get my oil changed for my car, new headlights. And then I pretty much just, went home and watched this movie.
Watch the wall until I returned your text.
I had, I had a really slow day today. But that's good because I don't really get days where I don't do anything. I'm always doing something, at least socially. So I don't know. There's that. We need Dr. Nasty to be on that.
What about John?
Who do you think Dr. Oh, whatever.
Wait, what? Oh! What a twist.
Actually, I'd like to talk about that. So we called John Dr. Nasty because he took this... We made this shot for him. It was like a double shot, and we put everything in there. It was disgusting. Everclear, Rumplemans, whatever this orange juice. This thing was disgusting. There's no way it tasted good at all. And John's like, for the fallen brothers or some shit. And drinks this all, puts it down, doesn't even twitch or anything. And we're like, geez, John, it's you don't care what's in your mouth. You just put anything in there, don't you? And he goes, you put a few drinks in me, I'll do anything you want.
Oh my God.
Which he said on the podcast.
I remember that.
We just glanced over that. That's really fucked up. John, you need to stop saying that.
Yum dicks.
Points to his mouth. Yummy, yummy. Dicks in my tummy. I'm going to buy a shirt for John that just says something really gay. No, I'm going to...
Something really gay.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's going to say.
This has been I don't know, the weather's been so nice, and it's just been such a slow week, it feels like. I mean, spring break is around the corner, though.
Oh, snap, it is.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me, honestly.
No, us working men, we go out and we make money. College people go out and have no money.
We go out together and hold hands.
Sometimes. When women aren't looking.
I like when we're buying stuff at the store and they're just like, is this together? And I go, well, we're together. But the purchases are separate, Madden.
And then I'm just sitting there going
embarrassed. I'm holding your purse.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
You know I only have that because the freaking podcast pants have no pockets, Cody.
I want to just go around and call everyone Miss from now on. Excuse me, miss. Just some big-ass dude.
With a big old beard.
Yeah.
Just, excuse me. My beard's older than you, son. And then you're like, that's why your Mrs.
Oh, my. Where's your husband?
And then you asked her out, and she said no.
Oh, God. God, this is so stupid. All right, let's talk about the goddamn movie.
Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bird. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yes.
We've got enough references now.
Oh, yeah? Do you think we do?
Yeah.
I
think we're trendy.
This isn't going to be a total recall of references, is it?
Oh.
You think this is the real Quaid? It is.
I hope.
See, that one didn't even make sense. I just threw that one in there because I can.
What?
We're trying to fill our reference quota.
I know.
Either way, Mockingbird, yes. So this is a part of our fan footage block.
Yes, it is.
But like I said to Derek, this is found footages because there are multiple films in the film. I don't know how to explain that. There are multiple cameras.
3 cameras.
Yes.
All going pretty much simultaneously.
Yeah.
There's There's another one that films partly in the beginning. We won't dwell on that.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly 3. One from a couple, husband and wife. Another one from the world's loneliest 20-something-year-old woman. And then one from a guy who thinks he's a clown.
Well,
Yes.
he wants to be a clown, I guess.
He's so badly, it hurts.
Well, I mean, I always thought being a clown would be kind of cool, you know? That's just because I like to, you know, like, play with kids and whatnot. And you got to be careful how you say that, though. Because you can't just be like, you know, I love kids, but, you know, you can... I love kids.
Yeah. It's just like... It's like you can say you love finger puppets, but you can't say you love 2 finger puppets.
What if you own 2 finger puppets?
Yeah, that's too bad.
I'm in love with 2 finger puppets. I love 2 finger puppets.
No, Cody,
Wait.
get out.
Oh, damn it. I fucked it up already.
Oh, we missed Scott.
He's still here. He's in the closet, remember?
Just get him out.
Wait, did you feed him today?
Fuck.
We'll do it later.
I've been busy.
Well, me too. Well, not really. I guess I just kind of forgot to feed him.
Yeah. Well, speaking of things you don't feed regularly,
Yeah.
a mockingbird. We try to kill a Scott like a mockingbird.
We fed him like a bird.
Yes.
You're eating like a bird.
Oh, Jesus.
So, Mockingbird, found footages.
It came out last year, 2014.
Yes.
Just in case you're listening to this in the far-off year of 2016 and thinking, oh, 2015 film? No.
For all of our listeners in 2020, can you believe that we landed on the moon again? I mean, like, why? What's the point?
We already stuck a flag up there.
Yeah,
We don't need to come back.
Unless the flag fell over.
Oh, shit.
All right, NASA, get on that.
I told you earlier that this movie was the second film from Bryan Bertino.
Yes. Who I don't
Correct.
know, but you told me he was the director of The Strangers, which is a good movie that I haven't seen either.
You'll see it eventually.
Yeah. Hopefully I will.
If the powers that be, the good, the bad, and the bloody, allow it, you're watching that movie.
Oh my god.
Because it's one of my favorites. It's the one that like really kicked off my whole, holy shit, I think I might be a horror fan after all.
Really?
You know? Because up until then I was just always just like one of those kids, of course, the normal ones, that would go into somewhere and be like, oh, is that a scary film?
Yeah.
I might sit down and watch it. My parents say I can't, though. And then, like, your cool cousin just goes, I won't tell your dad. Come on. We'll watch Hostel together.
Oh, Jesus. That movie sucks. That's
Yeah,
just
it
torture
does.
porn. What was the first horror movie you ever saw?
It.
Really?
Yeah.
I think mine was Jaws.
Ooh.
But that was, I don't know, I wasn't scared. I was like, damn, that's a big-ass shark.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And I was like, Mom, did they really get that big? And my mom, you know, being from Peru, was just like, I think so. You know? And,
Sure.
and I looked at my dad. My dad's like, actually, I don't know either. But, you know.
He's like, what are sharks,
I
really?
don't know. My mom is very superstitious, so.
How can sharks be real if the ocean isn't real?
Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith.
I remember seeing a couple of old films when I was really young, like 7, 8. I saw It when I was 6.
You know what movie we need to watch? Tarantula.
Oh, Jesus.
It's literally a movie about just a big ass spider. And then like I told people about that. We were in Hastings with Trevor and Scott, and I was like, we gotta watch Tarantula. And then I think Trevor just looked at me and was like, you mean arachnophobia? You fucking idiot. And I was like, no, there's actually an old ass movie just straight up Tarantula.
Or Eight-Legged Freaks. No,
That's
Tarantula.
close, but isn't that about ants?
No, spiders.
Really? Eight-legged freaks?
Ants
Oh yeah, spiders
don't
have
have 8
ants have
legs.
6 legs, don't they?
Yeah.
God, I'm a dirtbag.
You silly bastard.
All right, well, fuck that shit. Anyway, let's get into this movie.
But yeah, The Strangers was the one that really, like, I watched the trailers and I was just like, ooh.
Ooh, baby, I
Ooh.
love your way.
Because most of the
Every
time when I
day.
saw older
I
horror
wanna
films
watch you
than
night
that.
and day. Sorry.
You son of a bitch.
I want to spook you every night and day. Really gay.
Spook me 2 times, babe.
Spook. 3 times it's spooky. Once, twice, 3
You
times it's spooky. I'm editing this out.
You son of a bitch. No, it was the first one that really made me, like, sit still.
Yeah.
Like, all the other ones I saw, I was just like, it really freaked me out as a 6-year-old. It's the only one that's ever made me
Oh,
wet.
Christ, a 6-year-old?
Yeah. 6, and I watched the whole thing, 3 hours long, because I couldn't move away from the screen.
Dude, I'm pretty sure...
It's the only one that ever made me wet my pants. That's right.
Wow. Well, you were 6.
And I was so freaked out from it.
I'm pretty sure I was like twice your age when I watched my first horror movie, like knowingly, you know? And I think it was around the same time that my mom finally let me go outside. I'm just kidding. No. Did you ever have like your parents like watch you when you cross the street, or like walk you across the street if you wanted to get across the street?
My mom.
Would you do that? Yeah. I don't know. My neighbors did that. Like I would like watch them like play around outside, and then they would go inside. The kids would go inside, and they'd come back out with their mom, and their mom would walk them across the street.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, just look both ways, tard. But you know what? If it's like Pet Cemetery out there, you know, it's that damn road.
Yeah.
Can't trust it.
It's that damn road.
Yeah, those cars go fast. I don't know. I almost ran over a little boy once. Because he was coming out on a tricycle from behind a car, and I was going down the road. So, you know, when you're driving past a car that's parked on the sidewalk, you kind of just like barely go past the car. You're only like going to be like 4 feet from it because you don't want to drive on the other side of the lane, right?
You don't want to take the mirror off.
Yeah, kid bikes out, dad grabs him and pulls him back in, and I was like, whoa, damn.
You're like, that was almost a new gauge.
Yeah, exactly.
That dad was going to try and find an Indian reservation real quick.
That'd be so great. I've never really had death in my family, but the first person to die, I'm just going to be like, know any Indians? They'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Go to Steven, man.
Is he Native American?
Yes, he is.
I actually have a friend who's like full Native American.
Steven
looks like he's Asian.
What?
What is he? What is he?
So a lot of people say he looks Mexican.
That too. Is he full Native American?
No.
Yeah,
he's
no
like
way.
half.
Half what?
White.
Oh.
So he's like mocha.
I don't know. It's freaking me out. But no, my friend Andy, he's like full blood. At least I'm sure he is. Yeah. It's cool. I love his name.
For a full-blooded Indian, Andy does not sound Indian.
Well, what do you expect? Well, his name is Little Badger. Like Andy
okay.
Little Badger Hall. I mean, that's his name on Facebook. I've never asked him about that. But I'm probably going to see him. I'm going up to Lewiston next week, so I'll ask him about that because it is pretty interesting. I just didn't dig deep into it. So, I don't know. The most time I spent with him, I think, was I was getting liquor. I just sat in his truck. That was fun. I got to tell you about that Halloween trip. That was really fun.
Oh, geez.
I'm making a spring break trip up there. Anywho, Mockingbird, back, watching spooky movies.
Yeah.
When you're too young.
It was really crazy to see Jennifer Lawrence in this film. Oh, wait. That's Mockingjay.
Oh my god, I was going to say, huh?
You're like, I almost had you. Yeah, what I was saying earlier.
Yes.
Before we talked about Indians is after seeing all those just kind of cheesy on reflection.
Yeah.
Scary movies like Halloween 20 years later.
Yeah.
And Scream. Mm-hmm. I had seen all the Screams before and then just kind of been like, that's kind of creepy. But when I saw the trailers for The Strangers, I was like, holy jumping shit.
Now, is that the one where... No, that's the Crazies, where they're like all like go nuts.
Yeah.
And they like attack people on a baseball field.
You want to get nuts?
Let's get nuts. That's my favorite Batman movie.
That's my favorite scene in that whole movie.
What's your favorite Batman movie? Is it going to be anything by Christopher Nolan?
I don't know, dude. I'd have to watch all those movies again.
Everyone is fucking... They get rock hard when they talk about The Dark Knight Rises. So, is that the one with the Joker?
No, that's Dark Knight.
That's just Dark Knight.
Dark Knight Rises is Bane.
Well, what the fuck? Why would he rise if there's already been one where he's risen? What is he, Christ? Did he rise again?
It's because... Did you not watch that movie?
No, I didn't watch the first one.
What?
Because everyone got a big old boner for it, and I went all hipster mode because I just didn't like the fact that everyone else liked it.
So, here's the thing.
I'm not going to watch that shit.
In the Chris Nolan universe, there's Batman Begins.
Which is, I like that one.
He does Scarecrow, Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
And then Dark Knight is Joker. You see Scarecrow for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not all that important, but like Scarecrow and then a couple mobsters and Two-Face, which is okay and cool. And then Dark Knight Rises, the reason I think it's called that is because, and I think it's correct, is halfway through the film, Bane fucking breaks Batman.
Oh, and he has to like start up again. That's
Yeah,
right.
they throw him into the pit, and he has to retrain his badass, his bat ass.
Yeah.
Not his badass, because let's face it, I think Batman's overrated.
I'm glad somebody said it. It wasn't gonna be me, Derek. I look forward to all the Unabomber fan mail you're going to get now. Wow, look, a fan sent me another package. Oh, it's filled with glitter. Wait a minute. Arsenic. What's arsenic?
Cody, what is arsenic? You're going to be like...
Wait, just like, this tastes weird. Siri, what is arsenic? Boom, boom. Arsenic.
Shit.
No.
Tastes a little bit better than that anthrax I got.
Powdered donuts, all right.
But yeah, I think they're a fine trilogy. They kind of do the same trajectory that the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans did.
Yeah.
You know, like good, better, worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Dark Knight Rises, it's got some good moments, but I think it's the weakest of the three. So I don't understand when everybody says, "Oh, that's like the shit."
That's because Heath Ledger died.
That's the Dark Knight again.
Fuck, what are you talking about?
Dark Knight Rises is Bane.
I will cut you, and they will never know how you got those scars.
Oh,
you
Jesus.
fell down the stairs, Derek.
Yeah.
Wait, what if Joker's like, want to know how I got these scars?
And then somebody finally goes, "Yes!" And then he just kind of goes...
fell down the stairs.
He's just like, I fell.
I tried to eat an otter pop without cutting the edges first.
Oh, what a badass.
Oh, jeez, dude. I fucking hate that. I hate when that happens, man. You can feel it right now. You're just thinking about it.
I'll tell you right now, Dark Knight, one with Joker,
Yeah.
doesn't even break my top 5.
Well, my Dark Knight rose when I saw that movie.
I don't even know if it breaks my top 10 superhero films.
Didn't break the zipper on my
Dude.
jeans, that's for sure.
You know?
It was close.
And some people got really mad when I told them that. They were like, "What? But the Dark Knight's amazing."
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like...
Why am I the Dark Knight? It's the fucking best movie ever.
I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
give a quick rundown of my top superhero films.
Yeah.
And you know these almost by heart. The first 3.
Spider-Man
2.
Yeah.
Not Amazing Spider-Man 2.
The
'cause-
Watchmen.
No.
That's number 3, right?
Winter Soldier
Oh,
is
Captain
number
America
2.
Winter Soldier, and then
Watchmen.
Yeah, then Watchmen.
And then after that would be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And then 5th is X-Men First Class.
That was such a good movie.
That was stellar.
The X-Men Days of Future Past was good too. I was so surprised. I was like, whatever. I just want to see Wolverine kick ass or something. Did not expect it, man.
Wolverine mixed with Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's the best.
That was interesting, man. I loved it. I loved it a lot. I like it a lot.
And then we got to see Mystique, Miss Jennifer Lawrence.
I am like the only guy that doesn't really care about Mystique. Everyone's like, she's so hot when she's all blue, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm like, it's okay.
Same with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Gamora?
Yeah. I don't know.
She's okay.
It's cool because she's green. It's exotic, I guess. But it's
That's
not
what it is.
exotic, but not to me erotic, you know? But a lot of people are like, dude, I'd bang her so hard. And I'm like, what if she wasn't green? And they're just like, well, then it would ruin it for me. And I'm like, what? And they're just like, I just want to bone a space alien.
We've wanted to do that since Star Trek.
Why do you
came
think
out.
we're going into space?
Yeah, man.
Why do you think we're trying to get to the final frontier is space pussy.
Even some of the pink
Space-
women in that movie were kind of,
Yeah. The final frontier is just space babes. Babes in space.
Like, I understood why Peter Quill had Barit in his shit in the beginning of the film. I was just like, oh,
yeah. How
cool.
terrible.
Pink women. Right on. It's going to be that movie.
It's going to be that guy. It's going to be one of those movies.
Oh, Andy.
Oh, Andy. Anyway, speaking of Andy, let's talk about this movie.
There is no Andy in this movie.
There's no segue from Andy to Mockingbird.
That's like, speaking of carrots, man, Nirvana. Overrated.
Whew. No, I can see how you get that. You know, carrots, they're orange. Orange like the soda Orange Crush, right? Orange Crush, a song by R.E.M., you know. And then R.E.M. sounds a lot like Nirvana, so...
Michael Stipes and Kurt Cobain were friends.
Yeah, there you go. Michael Jackson.
Whatever, get the hell out of here.
I'm sorry, I just Kevin Bacon the fuck out of that.
Yeah, you did. 6 degrees of carrots to Kurt.
That's the name of our
Cat to Kurt.
Watch out for our next podcast, Carrots to Kurt.
Oh my god.
From Carrots to Kurt. It's 3 easy steps.
That's better than From Kelly to Justin. Or Justin to Kelly, whatever the fuck.
Is that a show?
It was a movie.
I only watched Corey in the House when I grew up.
Oh, no, you did.
I'm just fucking with you. Corey in the House. No one watched that shit. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
So Mockingbird.
Speaking of a movie nobody watched.
Mockingbird?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of this. When you told me this came out last year, did it come out in theaters at all?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
Direct to DVD.
Wow. Direct to Netflix? Redbox?
It's actually on Netflix.
Sci-fi. No, this is not bad enough to be direct to sci-fi.
Oh, no.
Why are direct to sci-fi movies so fucking bad?
Because it's the shoddy CGI, the terrible actors that they just picked out of the streets.
It's like Sharknado, but it's never like anything better than that. It's always just Sharknado. And I don't like Sharknado, let me tell you.
I do not either. Not even ironically.
It's not bad enough to be good. But people say it is, because they've never seen a bad movie before. And the only reason they watched Sharknado was probably because everyone was like, that's a bomb-ass title, I wonder what the fuck that means.
Is that a tornado full of sharks? Or is that a shark made of tornadoes?
Dude, tornado shark. Badass superhero.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know what he does. I'm assuming. What the fuck does Shark Boy do?
He sharks things.
Half boy, half shark.
He grows up into Wolf Boy. That's what happened.
Teen Wolf. Oh no, yeah, that's Taylor Lautner, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he grows up and he becomes
shirtless McWolf.
Yeah, half man, half shark, half wolf, half naked,
half hotness.
Did I ever tell you my Halloween costume idea for this year?
Yeah, sure.
Werewolf Chippendale.
Oh my god.
Half man, half wolf, half naked.
Nice.
I'm a goddamn genius. I don't know. I get excited every time.
This can't fail.
No, it can't. I just have to get fucking swole. I have to get like Swole Team 6 levels of ripped. You know?
Magic Mike up in
I have to get Magic Mike the fuck up. You either nut up or Magic Mike the fuck up. You know what I mean?
You've got the Magic Mike in you.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Magic Mike kid. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know about you, but I'm raising my kids on Magic Mike.
No.
The other kids got Disney Magic. My kids got Mike Magic.
Make me like Mike.
I like Mike too. I like Mike.
Well,
have you seen that movie, Magic Mike?
No.
I don't.
There's a sequel apparently coming out.
Yeah. Is Mike the main character?
Probably.
I'm just so confused. Well, it's like that movie Burlesque. You'd think every guy would see that, but no. No one really watches these movies.
I've never seen it.
No one does. No one really watches them. Even you think girls would watch it, no. I don't know a single girl that's really seen Magic Mike, except for the really slutty ones. And that's a given. You know, you're just like, of course you've seen Magic Mike.
Of course you went and saw it, you slut.
And if you have seen Magic Mike and you are not a slut, I am very sorry.
Yeah.
But you are a slut. Somebody had to tell you. Bet you didn't think we'd be on a goddamn podcast about spooky movies, did you?
They probably went here just to avoid criticism. They're like,
well, guess what? I'm calling your dad, and he's disappointed. If you have a dad. Oh, God. Oh, man. I'm editing the fuck out of that. That is being
They
edited.
have nothing but step ladders.
Oh, God. Where's your real ladder? Why did he leave? Their house is full of step ladders. Oh, God.
I told that joke at work.
I did, too. I love that joke so much. The guy, but of course, no one, like I said, understands me, so they didn't get it.
Marlon laughed his ass off.
My joke's wasted on these Neanderthals. They're always just like, I'm going to water the plants, and I'm like, all right, Lenny.
And they're like, huh?
Yeah,
You're like, no, just think about the rabbits.
I used to work with this one guy who, like, would pull out his book of, like, gardening, like pictures of plants that they would give out, like, when Walmart first started. Just, like, I would ask him, like, do we have any, like, do we have any, like, geraniums? And he's like, let me look and see what that looks like. And he'd flip through his fucking book, and he'd be like, okay, so they look like this. And he shows me, and I'm like, I know what they look like. I'm wondering if we have any. And he's like, all right, well, let's take a look. And he'd, like, walk me through the building like I'm an idiot, you know? I'm just like, okay.
He'd be holding your hands, just going, it's okay, Cody, we're almost to your room.
It was really weird. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, God. I did not need help crossing that street, Derek, let me tell you.
Nobody does.
I can get run over just fine. I can do it myself.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, Mockingbird. So let's talk about how this movie opens up.
It opens up with Once Upon a Time in 1995.
Yes.
And that made me go, huh? I'm intrigued.
What happened in 95, Derek?
My sister was born.
All right. Wait, who? B?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She's a year younger than me?
Yeah.
Huh.
February of 95.
Remember.
The thing of
The thing
9, 9, and 5.
The thing in February. Remember the 6th of February. Damn it. It's not as catchy. Do you know what day?
Yeah, the 20th.
Now everyone knows her birthday.
Oh, no. Same day as Kurt Cobain.
Oh, that's insane. Kurt Cobain's got
yeah.
no brains.
And it's funny you said the 6th because that's my youngest brother's birthday.
Is it February 6th?
Yep.
I'm just creepily guessing your family.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know your birthday, Derek.
No.
Well, that's because you told me. All right. Anyway, so this movie opens up in,
1995.
Yes.
Which is a weird time to start any kind of story.
Yeah.
Especially one in 2014. What's up with that?
Yeah, I guess it's because it's not really the age where people had cell phones,
That's 19 years ago.
But they had the technology to have videotapes, handheld cameras at an
big
inexpensive.
fucking cameras too.
Yeah. So this makes sense. This is actually a perfect era for that. No cell phones, so you don't have people Googling, why am I being murdered? But at the same time, they're running around their house terrified. That's why you can't have slashers nowadays, because they just pull out their iPhone and be like, hello?
Yeah.
Remember that time I got stabbed and I gave you all my money?
Yeah.
We should do it again sometime.
God.
You know what I mean?
Fucking Christ.
Jesus fucking tits.
Whoever would. Well, it shows a bunch of weird shots after that, like a bike that's been flipped over, a street light, inside a house with a screaming child, just real artsy weird stuff.
Yeah, in fact, the characters later watch this tape and they even mention it's like an art house kind of thing. They're like, what is this art bullshit?
You throw one scene into your film where you have a screaming child just talking about doing something with a video camera, and of course it's pretentious.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was only a few steps away from being completely pretentious. If it was black and white French and there was a mime, then it would just be like, okay, fuck you, And then the final shot's like an apple or something, but the apple's red, and it's like, why is that the only,
Exactly.
Yes.
Give and you shall receive.
Yes.
The giver.
The giver.
I'm the receiver.
I'm not my sister's receiver.
Oh, yeah. Well, it goes through this house. It shows whoever's operating the camera.
Yeah.
Turn on a record player. Starts playing some classical music. I think it was like the Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven.
Yes. There's a lot of Beethoven, Johann Sebastian Bach. There's a lot of very
classical music.
Yeah, predominantly known, really popular classical music. So you've probably heard this before. In the Hall of the Mountain King, songs like that.
Mm-hmm. And it shows a slow ascent up these stairs, and the whole time you're hearing, hello? What's going on?
Yeah.
We did everything you said.
We kept filming. All that shit.
And they get up to the bathroom. There's a kid sitting with a video camera just going, please. And you're like, oh, it's a boy.
It's a boy. Congratulations.
It's a boy, Mario.
It's not you. It's a me, Mario.
Look, and they shoot the kid.
They shoot the kid right in the freaking face.
And then the footage ends, because how's he going to film anything?
Yeah.
He's dead.
Oh my god. Yes. So then it starts opening up with, this movie jumps around a lot, because it has to.
Yeah.
Its focus is on 3 different people. So basically 3 different people.
Well, 4 people, but 3 groups.
You're right. 3 groups of people, but 4 people.
A husband and wife.
Yeah, so a husband and wife is involved in this, and then a
young woman, probably our age, a little bit older.
Yeah, just kind of a random woman, actually. And then an older man that lives with his mom in an apartment who wants to be a clown.
Or some kind of entertainer, at least.
All I know is he owes his mom money and he has a beard and long hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Story of my life.
Are you a clown? Are you a closet clown?
On the inside, yeah.
Mr. Big Head.
When I go to sleep, I hear the honks. Voices.
Voices. I can hear the honks from Laven. It's that clown from Animaniacs.
Oh, God.
Okay. But, so...
It has, first, the married couple with their 3 young daughters.
Yeah. And it just shows them kind of... Well, they get a package, right?
They're like, whoa, look at this camera, honey. And the woman's like, it must have cost an arm and a leg or something. Because, you know, cameras were expensive back then.
Yeah, this is when, like, Laserdisc was cool. Never. And,
I never owned one, thank God.
No one owned a Laserdisc, Derek. They were like $1,000 anyway.
You know who owns Laserdiscs?
Who?
Hipsters.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, God, I can't wait for that next movie to come out.
They make fun of that in regular show. Like, everyone, like, Laserdisc is like the dominant format in that show. It's really stupid.
That show's so hipster.
The show is hipster, honestly, but whatever.
It's anything, but...
Oh my God, I'll stab you.
No.
So they get a mysterious package, a red box, like a present almost.
They're like, maybe it's that competition you signed up for.
Yeah, so they think this is some kind of, like, thing they have to do to win.
You think this is a motherfucking game?
Apparently. So there's some cards in there that have pictures of clowns on the back, right?
They're like, keep filming.
Yeah, and it says don't stop filming, and they're like, all right, we'll just always film it, whatever. Assuming the camera has enough battery life and film, which I don't even think would be possible now.
Yeah.
You know?
That's one criticism you always get with found footage films is, where the fuck did the battery come from?
Yeah, I'm assuming this camera is, like, bulking huge. It's got, like, a motorcycle battery taped to it, you know?
Probably.
Something.
That's why they keep putting it down.
They have to start it up with, like, a pull start. They got put gas in the engine. Did you fill up the camera before we left? No, I forgot.
Harry.
We don't have any premixed fuel left, do we?
Oh, goddamn.
Go to the store and get some gasoline.
They drop the kids off with the uncle.
I think it's their uncle. Some guy in a mechanic suit that knows the family.
I trust it.
Yeah, they trust him, of course.
This was pre the internet, kind of.
Yeah, it can't be a stranger. There's no way. So they leave these kids. This uncle
he
character.
Takes them over. He takes them back to his house.
Yeah, no. He says we're gonna go roller skating.
Oh, that explains something later.
Yeah,
that I didn't catch the first time I watched the movie.
Really? Well, so the uncle's taking the kids roller skating. So now we know where the kids are at this roller skating rink, and now the parents are alone with their mysterious package
and their romantic thoughts, if they can conjure them up.
No, no, not at all. That's not this kind of movie, Derek. Not yet.
He tries to make it that, though.
Oh my God, does he try? Yeah, he does. He
tries all the time in this institution.
Anyway. Ding. So.
And at that point, we switch over to the young woman.
Yes. And the young woman's story is very boring.
Yeah, she just walks around like a jackass in her own house.
Yeah.
She's kind of like, what to do?
Yeah.
How about I lay over here in this position now?
Yeah. I mean, they all get the same package. It's a camera that says don't stop filming, and it's just really creepy and mysterious, you know? One person thinks it's for a contest, another person doesn't really care.
Another guy, the clown, thinks, oh, this is going to be my shot into fame and fortune and tough shit guy.
Yeah. So, essentially what happens with the clown guy is... he gets his side of the story is much more interesting than anything else.
Oh yeah,
it's very interesting.
It's what holds this movie together, I think.
Everything else is kind of dumb.
He gets a clown costume in the mail from these people.
Yeah, he's getting like all these like very specific humiliating instructions. You know,
like go to the women's bathroom after you've dressed up as a clown.
Yeah,
get yourself kicked in the dick.
Yeah, by someone and film it, which I thought was funny.
Do jumping jacks in the rain.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, during this entire movie, it's nighttime and it's raining throughout the entire movie. Yeah.
Hard, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, when the guy gets the clown package, he shaves off his beard, his head, and
his mom's just like, whoa.
Yeah, his mom is a bitch,
giving him real shit.
And he looks at his mom too, and he's like, "You're the worst mom ever," you know. And she like looks at him, and she just says to her son, "Are you kind of retarded? Like, are you just like a little retarded?"
You don't go full retard.
No,
of course.
Not in this movie. Quit
Never.
clowning around.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh.
You did it again.
Oops.
Damn it.
Yes.
So,
and then the, goodness.
so it just keeps jumping back and forth between all the three.
Yeah.
Doing all that.
And they're all pretty unrelated events between the three, other than the fact that they're all getting these red, like, Christmas present packages with a red balloon tied to it, and they all have either specific instructions or very specific objects that are just there to freak them out.
Yeah. Like, one of the things is at one point they get a package of a videotape, a VHS.
Yeah.
And it shows evidence that whoever sent them the camera has been watching them for a while.
Yeah.
And it also starts off with the same scene that we saw in the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
On the tape. So they're like, oh, Jesus, what is this? And the husband's just like, ha, ha, ha. That's a good trick, you know? And then all of a sudden it shows footage of somebody walking through their house while they're asleep. That's fucking creepy, dude.
That would be creepy. Just like, wow, someone just sent me a snuff film. This is really fucking weird, right? Like, all this shit's already been unexplained. And then you get a video of someone in your house filming you while you sleep.
Yeah.
And then then it says, like, don't run away, keep filming, don't call the police, you know, in, like, big bold letters.
We are watching.
Yeah, that's when you start shitting your pants, right? But like a normal person, that's when they try to call the police. But instead, the person that answers the other line is not an operator. It is a mysterious voice
saying,
you know, follow the instructions.
Welcome, boys and girls. Keep following the instructions. Be good or
die.
We're gonna fuck you up.
Basically. Now, the only person that doesn't get this video is the clown.
Yeah.
The entire time, the clown is doing random errands, like getting a cake, you know, doing this.
He's busy driving the plot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anna's car.
Yeah. But the woman, the single woman, pretty much just gets terrified the whole time. Yeah. They just fuck with her like a bunch.
Mannequins, sex dolls all over the place.
Yeah, standing outside of her house, you know. Yeah, like
red balloons filled in her driveway.
Yeah, seriously.
Or her garage, I mean.
But for the couple, the way they get fucked with is they think that their kids are in jeopardy.
Yeah,
and I love how they do this. Actually, this is really cool.
They get they get some Polaroids.
Yeah.
And my God, is that old?
Yeah.
Polaroids. They have to shake them a bit. You know? Like, what is this? Oh my God! And it's a picture of their 3 daughters with this clown dude.
Yeah, and everything has been clown themed in their packages, so they assume this is like that's like the killer or something.
Yeah, and.
But how they set up the photo with the clown guy is fucking awesome.
One of the tasks that the clown man has to do is go to the roller rink. Turns out it's the same one.
Yeah.
And get pictures with just any kids.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because he just walks in and first thing he says to this grown man,
this Armenian-looking guy,
"Hey, can you help me film children?
I need to film some kids." And he's like, "Get that camera out of my face."
You get the fuck out of here.
And that's why this movie was cool in that way, man, because like the single woman and the couple are fucking terrified. The woman thinks she's going to be murdered. The couple thinks that their kids are going to die, but the clown thinks that he's genuinely won something. Yeah. And he just has to do these tests. So
he's just like, "Please let this be my big chance."
Yeah, so he's so happy about it. So, you know, he's like, "Yeah, let's get photos with random kids."
Oh,
so,
it hurts so bad, man.
So he takes like Polaroid photos with like all the kids in the roller rink, including the kids of the one couple. Mm-hmm. And then he puts all these photos in a bag, and that's how the killers get that one photo, because they were just looking for the one photo with the kids. They didn't care about the other.
So that would have to mean that the clown stuff happened a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Than
which makes sense because
else.
There's a moment where he buys like a cake. That takes like an hour at least, you know.
Yeah. Especially back then.
Exactly.
Jesus. Yeah. and eventually they all get instructions to go to a house.
The same house.
On Mockingbird Drive or something like that. 1805, something like that.
Doesn't really matter the address, but yeah.
And they show up. Whole fucking place is filled with red balloons.
It's like obnoxious. I think it's like 10 whole minutes of just like shitty camera footage like going through balloons, you know? Mm-hmm. That kind of annoyed me. I actually had a moment of realization where I wanted it to just stop. I was like, just show the plot. I don't want to see more balloons.
And the couple and the woman run into each other.
Yeah.
And they're like, God, who the fuck are you? No, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. So they're both... Oh, yeah, and we forgot to mention, in one of the packages, the couple and the single woman received a handgun, a revolver, and it said, find me or something, right?
That's even spookier.
Yeah, so these two are loaded with weaponry, right?
They're like, oh shit, who the fuck are you? Waving guns around.
Yeah.
And the clown pops around the corner. Like,
Yeah.
Hey guys, party's over here. Oh shit!
They all shoot each other. Well, that's what also doesn't make sense. There's like 4 people there. 2 of them have guns. How do they all 4 die? They all got shot. That was crazy.
I guess maybe the woman shot the two the husband and wife, and then the husband, if he was the one holding the gun, shot the clown and the woman.
I guess so. He must be a good shot. Bang, bang,
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, she shot the wife first. Okay, that does make sense. That's possible. But I love how the clown guy was instructed to go there. Because he's supposed to get a cake that says surprise, whatever. He thinks that he's, like, going to jump out of a curtain for a birthday party. Mm-hmm. But when he jumps out of the curtain at a certain time, that just sets him off. Because at that point, they're almost convinced that neither of them are the person messing with them. Mm-hmm. So they're just, like, going to put their guns down. But then he's like, surprise! And like, oh, shit! And they all start firing. So, pretty ingenious.
The worst. And speaking of the worst, the twist ending reveal.
That was like, what the fuck? So it has all the cameras like on the ground because everyone's dead, right? But then someone picks up the camera and starts walking upstairs. And then all of a sudden they get to the top of the stairs and the camera pans to the left and this little girl comes out with another little girl. And then they say, did it work? And they're dressed up like clowns. They're wearing clown makeup.
Yeah.
And then it shows a little boy and it's like, are they dead? And it's like, what the fuck? And then you realize it's like their kids, and just like a bunch of other kids.
Why the fuck did that happen?
What the fuck? I know there's so many damn questions in this movie.
This movie raises more questions than it answers, really.
So essentially what this movie was kind of like watching people go through their everyday normal life, kind of getting fucked with a little bit, like having mannequins sit outside watching them, They think it's like, people in there. Take random like Jack in the Box things that like they get sent in the mail via these boxes. And then they all get like strategically met up at the same place to kill each other because the kids want them dead. I mean,
some smart little fuckers.
I don't know. Yeah, smart. I mean, what are the chances?
They must have been homeschooled.
Maybe that's why they acted so weird. But what was the point? Why did they want them to die?
The world may never know.
Yeah, it was weird. It would have been kind of cooler if it was just like some weird like astute man or something, some like Hannibal Lecter kind of guy. I don't know. It would have been. I don't know. It didn't really need to be answered. The questions were there though. That's for sure. But one thing I have with this movie is why did they call it Mockingbird?
I think it's just the street name.
Now, how did the kids get that house?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of their parents' house.
Because there were some kids that we didn't recognize, right?
Yeah.
Also, where did the kids get all the money for those balloons?
I don't know.
How did the kids get the Polaroids that the clown took and make it back in time to deliver it to their house?
How did they also get access to 3 nice video cameras?
Yeah.
For the time, anyway.
And they do not live... These characters do not live near each other for the kids to just ride their bike over there and drop off these mysterious packages. Because, as you can see, the clown lives in like an apartment, Mm-hmm. The other one lives in like the suburbs. And the woman lives somewhere like in a duplex, These are places that are not going to be next to each other. And if they were, then you think you would, I don't know, raise an eyebrow or something.
They'd overlap a bit before the house.
Yeah.
It's a weird... It's an odd chicken.
Yeah, I just don't know why they didn't go to the police. Just because their phones didn't work in their house? Why didn't they go to the neighbor's house? Well, I guess that's because they knew that they were being watched, right? Mm-hmm. And people did continuously break in their house and, like, scare them and shit.
Yeah. And killed their cat.
Yeah, they killed their cat in one scene. I don't know. This movie was...
I wish we could have gotten a scene like Death Dream where one of the kids just chokes the fuck out of the cat. Like Andy.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, like, actually show the kids doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Like in Saw, when, like, at the end of Saw, where it just shows him setting up all the traps and shit, and, like, how he was in on it all the whole time. But that was not necessary, so whatever.
Well, it's that time.
To do what?
Best and worst.
Oh, best scene, worst scene?
Yeah.
Best scene is when the clown gets instructions from the children to get kicked in the balls. Because he gets two people in front of a gas station that are his quote-unquote friends. And he's like, all right, I need you to just keep filming. I need you to kick me in the balls. And then he kicks him real hard, and he goes down, and he's like, oh, you know what? I wasn't filming it. We got to do it again.
And the clown dude's just like, oh, for real?
And he's like, we got to do it again. So he kicks him again. And then, that's just so funny. What was your best scene?
I guess it would also be that, but I want to highlight another scene.
Yeah.
Even though it was kind of plagued with epileptic kind of shots.
Yeah.
It's the one where the woman's sitting in her kitchen, and the window slowly opens above her.
Oh, yeah.
And you see a hand with a knife just slowly reach down, and then all of a sudden it just cuts to black, and you hear, ah! And then the hand's gone again.
Yeah.
It's just one of those times where it's like, we could easily kill you. We could easily do this or do that to you. But you know what? We're going to fuck with you instead. Yeah.
You're going to hate me because that's my least favorite scene.
Oh, well, it's because of the flashing.
The lighting. Like, it's not just like flickering lights. It's literally like pitch black. Like, there's not even like a black like light. Like, my TV looked like it was turned off, you know? It was like pure nothing. And then it would just jump in with this like bright bathroom fluorescent light for like a half a second, you know? And it would just like be off for like 5 more seconds. And it just like the intervals were like not close enough for me to get adjusted to that. Mm-hmm. So every time it flashed in from the darkness, I was just fucking blinded.
I'd also say it would be the one where they find their dead cat and they look over and they see like a sad face drawn in blood on the window.
Cool. It's like, why? What is it? Mysterious, you know? It's cool.
It harkens back to The Strangers.
Yeah, which I need to see.
Yeah.
Which I need to see.
There's a part where they write hello on the window.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a couple of thuds on the side of the house, and so there's a guy and a girl, a couple.
Okay.
And the dude opens up the window, like the blinds, the curtains, and it just says hello, written in blood or lipstick or something.
Yeah.
And so when I saw that originally and then saw it again here, I was like, oh, well, I think we're going to keep a trend here, Bryan. Blood doodles on windows.
Blood doodling. Favorite scene, blood doodling.
It's something. James Wan has his fucking dolls, and I guess Brian Bertino has his
blood on the walls.
Blood doodles.
He's got the dolls, he's got the walls. So what would you say your least favorite scene was?
I guess it would have to be that weird ending, the reveal.
Yeah, the kids.
That doesn't make sense.
I know.
When I first watched the movie, I was just like, what?
Well, it was going to be weird and like unanswered no matter what they revealed, if they chose to reveal it.
It was just weird.
Children?
Kids.
Yeah.
Why like, kids?
Because it's hip and this guy's a fucking hipster. Because it's different, you know? Definitely makes you think. About what, though? Don't know.
It's thought-provoking, I guess.
It's thinking in no direction. It just lets you do whatever. It's not open-ended or open for interpretation. You just end up thinking about different things, you know?
You're just like, fuck? Now I don't want kids.
Yeah. Even though we were talking about earlier how we would love to have them.
just like in the uncle kind of way.
Yeah. We talked about that because like there's the uncle character that picks up the kids to go roller skating. How boss would that be to be an uncle, you know? Just, like, have these kids you can, like, hang out with but don't have any parent responsibilities.
Yeah.
Just like, here, kids, here's some chocolate. I'm your crazy uncle.
That kid shits his pants. You take it back to your brother.
Yeah, you just go, hey, bro, your kid shit himself. Here.
It was on the way here, so I couldn't do anything about it.
What'd you do? Well, I just spooked him a little. No.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding. That's fucked up. But anyway.
I'd be the one that introduces kids. I'd deflower them with scary movies.
Oh my. Please don't use the word deflowering and kids in the same sentence. Jesus Christ. Okay, Derek. Final thoughts?
Oh, rating.
No, let's give a final thoughts first.
Final thoughts?
Well, well, I guess we can generalize everything. So, Derek, out of spooks, what do you rate this movie?
5.
5 out of 10 spooks?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think about what I would rate it, actually.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
God, I'm going to feel like a douche because I also give this movie a 5 out of 10.
Oh, shit.
It's not the 6, which would be a little above average. It's not the 4, because it's not below average. This movie
It's not Cloverfield, but it's not Death Dream either.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. There's too much, like, wasted time, unanswered questions. It's just kind of it's a movie that I can see didn't become popular. I mean, the idea is cool, but
No
I
wonder
feel
it's
like
direct to video.
Yeah. The idea is great, though, for the movie, but I feel like it could be done in like 30 minutes.
I would also say the reason why I put it that low is because I feel like after being so thrown away by The Strangers, it's just kind of a disappointment on that kind of thing. Like, if somebody else had made it, I would have been like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's out there. That's unique. But it coming from a guy who made me basically the horror fan I am with just one film, it was just kind of like, come on, man.
Well, you gave it a low rating because you were expecting more from it. I gave it a low because I just kind of thought it was average. I was open to ideas.
I also kind of liked how they did like video slides to announce each new kind of chapter.
That was
with
cool.
it.
That was
like,
cool.
Let's play a game.
Yeah, then when you're sitting there going like, what the fuck was that one scene? Oh, that's right, clowning around. You know, cut to that.
Yeah.
Right? Which I'm sure is what they probably titled the scene selections, was the title cards they used in the transitions from each storyline.
Yeah.
Or perspective, I should say, because it's the same story.
That's why.
Which I said was a great idea, great concepts, but can be done way better. Way smoother.
Yeah, even though I do give it only 5 out of 10, it's still a found footage film I would recommend for people to watch.
Was that your final thoughts?
Yeah. I'd recommend it.
You recommend it. My final thoughts are, I wish this movie was scarier. It could have been scary. Because I mentioned this during the movie. I didn't feel scared because some of the characters in the movie were like too scared. And I feel like they were being scared for me. Like a laugh track and like a sitcom. I don't know. I was like, why should I be scared? She's already scared. It was weird. I've never felt that way with any other movie. But this is something that like I feel like needed to be pointed out.
Because it was first-person perspective. It was you being scared.
Yeah, but...
not just some woman on TV.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Derek, what are we watching next week?
Grave Encounters.
Oh my. Grave Encounters of the Third Kind?
I hope so. And not the turd kind.
Spooky.
And I'll give you a quick synopsis on it. Like, the quick, like, fun way of describing the movie.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen Ghost Adventures?
No. Oh, wait, the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that show sucks.
Okay. Imagine if all the stuff you would want to happen in that show actually happens.
Oh, okay, that actually sounds really cool. Because that show is entertaining as hell.
Yeah, like, a lot of people in my house, mostly the females, like that show.
Yeah.
And I think it has to do with Zach Brigans, I think his name is.
I think it has to do with the fact that, I don't know, girls kind of suck. No, I'm just kidding.
But the main dude looks like a parody of him.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
It's great, and he walks around like a jackass like him, like, are there any spirits here? Please show your presence. My name is blah, blah, blah. I demand your attention.
I'm an attention whore. I like to talk to girls.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's autistic.
So then, of course, because it's a horror film, spooky shit goes bad for them.
Oh my. It can't go right in a horror movie.
Never. Unless you're the killer.
Exactly.
And even then, it's only a matter of time.
Well, anyway.
What goes up?
I feel like we didn't talk too much about this movie, but there's really no details that are missed. It's basically just people following instructions. You know?
Yeah.
And if you watch the movie, then you'll follow our instructions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
know if I recommend this movie. It's in a weird middle ground. If it's on Netflix, give it a shot. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Cool idea. But
don't watch it by yourself.
Yeah. Have someone to talk to.
Otherwise, you might be miserable.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments in this movie that are just so like slow and dry that you can legitimately talk to your friend, and I don't think either one of you would get pissed about it. It's not like I'm trying to watch a movie kind of movie. It's more like this is running in the background. Let's get some popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're with that special somebody.
Yes.
You could make sweet, tender love to it.
So, next week we will be watching Grave Encounters for the continuation of our found footage block. So join us next week.
Whether you like it or not.
Bye-bye. So hard.